Love and Marriage Huntsville is on fire this week. In the episode, Martell Me No Lies, Martell could not tell the truth if his life depended on it. But listen, this episode had everything from fences getting mended, warnings being dropped, accusations flying like confetti, and Kimmi sitting there like, Lord, give me strength. So grab your snacks, pour your tea, and let's break this all the way down Inside Jas style. So first up, we have Nell and Tisha sitting down trying to mend fences. Now y'all know in Huntsville, fences don't stay fixed for long. Somebody always finds a way to climb over or break them down. But I'll give Nell her props. She came in with that type of energy. And Tisha, she was listening, but she had that look like, I hear you, but don't push it. And let's be real. When Tisha says she's open to peace, she means conditional peace. However, Tisha does have a vulnerable moment where she opens up to Nell about all of the attacks that her family has been getting when it comes to all of the cheating accusation involving Marsau. Tisha says that she's had enough, and for now, she wants to put the gloves away with Nell. Next, we move over to Kimmi, who's basically the voice of reason on this show. Like the auntie at the barbecue who tells you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. She looked right at Martell and said, we've all been screaming at our TVs. Is reasoning with you even possible? And listen, if Kimmi, the peacemaker, the level-headed one, is about ready to throw her hands up, oh baby, that says a lot. Because Martell, that man can spin a story so fast, it gets dizzy trying to keep up. One minute he's the victim, the next he's the hero, and somehow it's never his fault. Now here is where it gets spicy. Marsau pulls Tisha to the side and said, listen babe, don't trust destiny. Now hold up. On one hand, I get it. He's trying to protect his wife, but on the other hand, why Marsau always in the middle of some mess? Because if I was Tisha, I'd be like, don't worry about me trusting destiny. Should I be trusting you? But hey, maybe Marsau just seeing the writing on the wall. Destiny has been shaky in his friend group for a while. And he's like, not my wife and not today. And then Maurice comes through and said what finally needed to be said. He said Martell down about those cheating allegations. Martell out here throwing bombs, hinting that Maurice and Marsau got skeletons rattling in their closet. Maurice was calm, but you can see it in his face. He was tired. He said basically, if you're going to speak on me and my brother, you better come with some receipts. And listen, that moment right there, that wasn't just about rumors. That was about brotherhood, about loyalty, about respect. Once you start putting infidelity allegations out there, you're not just stirring tea, you're tearing families apart. And that's heavy. So let's call this what it is. Nell and Tisha trying to keep the peace, but I don't think it's going to last. Kimmi, she's this close to being done with Martell, and honestly, I don't blame her. Marsau issued warnings like he's the Huntsville FBI, but maybe projecting just a little too much. Maurice had to put Martell in check because these rumors are getting out of hand. And Martell, this man is fighting to control the narrative, but the harder he fights, the more cracks we'll see in his armor. So at the end of the day, Huntsville gave us drama, truth bombs, and a whole lot of side eyes. This episode may be called Martell Me No Lies, but let's be real, Martell couldn't lie straight even if he tried. Love and Marriage Huntsville never disappoints. This episode gave me fences getting patched, warnings flying left and right, and Martell, well, being Martell. At this point, the drama and this friend group could power the whole city lights. Do you believe Martell's truth, or is he just remixing his excuses again? Was Marsau being protected with his warning, or was he projecting? Is Kimmi right? Should we all stop wasting energy trying to reason with Martell? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're here, go ahead and hit that like button. Tap subscribe and ring that little notification bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. Because if you think this week was messy, next week is going to be a whole movie. Alright, I'll catch y'all next time. Until then, keep your tea hot, your shade sharp, and remember, in Huntsville the lies may run, but the truth will always catch up.